Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Tommy Lee here. I'm an influencer with GPS or Global Platform Solutions. And I wanted to do a quick little video for you guys, especially for those of you that have some sort of direct sales experience in the past. And a lot of people come up to me and they say, hey, Tommy, I'm kind of burnt out when it comes to MLM and network marketing, and what makes GPS so good, and how's it different from everything else? Why are you guys so excited? And that's all going to come into play here as I address that. And this is just my opinion and my 26 years of experience of being in this industry. You start to recognize all of the downfalls and all of the challenges that the average brand new person goes through on a daily basis. And what does it take for them to have a success? So what I'm going to do right now is pull up a short little PowerPoint and share with you guys why I believe that GPS is just the greatest opportunity ever and literally a game changer when it comes to this industry. So let's get right into it. In the last 26 years, I've worked with many different types of companies and compensation plans. I've helped companies to open into other countries. I'm a stage monkey. I've multiple time trained crowds of not just small crowds, but over 10,000 people at a time. And I promise you, I don't say these things to impress you, but to impress upon you that we are no strangers to this game. And when it comes to evaluating a company or a business, or looking back upon your own direct sales experience, if somebody didn't have a success or seen a lot of people on their organization fail, you got to look at the pitfalls. You got to look at the challenges. And what I got trained on, for the last 26 years and what I've lived by is there are four major pitfalls, four major setbacks to the direct sales industry of why the majority of people are not having a success. Okay. And if you see one of these four things and you can't, and the company has that, I don't think I'd be a part of that company. Number one is the retail barrier. In other words, I don't want to have to be a super salesman um, and sell ice to an Eskimo and be that good in order to get a sale. Okay. So if people are not really excited about having that product or that service to be a part of their everyday lives, they're not going to pay for it. Number two is inventory. It costs money. It takes up space in your garage. If it has a lifespan, well, guess what? You're giving it away for Christmas. Number three, I didn't want to have to leverage relationships just to push and make that sale or get somebody to sign up on my team. And number four, probably the killer of them all, is a monthly minimum. Most of those companies out there are required to buy a case of juice, of vitamins, of coffee, of wrinkle cream. And there's some amazing things out there. And I love all legitimate network marketing companies, but you got to understand if you have the average rep and they're spending $100-300 a month, and they're not making $100-300 a month, well, how many months go by before the average person is like, dude, I got a whole garage full of product. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to consume it. And I think I'm not going to order another $172 worth of it next month. Thanks, but no thanks. I quit. And I hear so many people come up to me saying, well, we don't carry inventory. I'm saying, well, let's do the Amazon test. They say, what's the Amazon test? I said, what's the name of your company? And we type it into Amazon search and all the way down. And if they don't carry inventory, how come people are dumping their products online? But some people do make it. I'm one of those guys that may be in the top few percentage of money earners in the industry. And it still doesn't matter because every product or service starts, peaks, and it dies. Something bigger, better will come out, and we call it the bell curve. And I think one of the big examples is the juice market. Now, I drink all that stuff myself. I love taking supplements. I'm a healthy guy. I train in the gym every day. But we all remember Noni juice. And Noni juice hit like $1 billion in sales, and nobody talks about it today. And the reason why was in came a company called Zango, or the mangosteen fruit. And when the mangosteen fruit got big, there went the Noni juice. And nobody talks about Zango anymore, because after that was the goji berry juice. And after goji berry was acai fruit, then Tahitian limon, then Mona V, Stem Cell, Univera, Kayani, B-Hip, Yoli, Livantage, Pyram, Vima, Zarita, Galaxy, Wakaya, Thrive, It Works. And now there's a really good one called Vasayo, and I drank that, and it's awesome. But next month, there's going to be another juice. So when people come up to me, don't get me wrong, I want to be healthy, but if they're showing me something and the name of the company is on the name of the jar, the package, the box, well, I'm already not going to be in that company because they're tied and they're married to that. They're bragging about it, saying we've got 4 different patents in 3 different countries. And when that product goes on its natural life cycle, they've either got to invent the next new product and completely brand themselves, or they're out of the game. So that is why I'm so attracted to GPS, because global platform solutions, um, we're not talking about, um, you know, what we're excited about. We're talking about what they're excited about when you think about it, right? Because it's about their sport, their passion, their hobby, their church. So again, these are the most essential things or vital things you have to have a success in the direct sales industry. Okay. And you got to have the first 5. Because if you don't have the first 5, you don't have the 6th one, which is duplication. And without duplication, we all know in the industry, you have nothing. So the first one is genuinely excited. You know, people got to be excited about your company, your compensation plan, the people you work with, and the concept, or they're simply not going to invite other people or expose other people. And they're not going to do what's necessary to have a success. The second thing that has to happen is they've got to have some presentation skills, because I could promise you guys, if they're not good at presenting, you know, they're not going to have a success. And the reality is that the majority of people out there hate network marketing, so they're afraid to present to them. And they're we have to sort, talk to 10 get 1, talk to 10 get 2, talk to 10 get 3, and that's just the reality. Okay. Number 3 is, what is the startup cost for that company? Is it $1,200? Is it $700? Is it $500? Is it $100? What is it? Because that money better be justified, you know, or else if their life doesn't immediately change, and I mean like right there, the chances are 24, 48 hours goes by, their excitement loses them. They might have a buyer's remorse and they're knocked out of the game before they could have a success. And number 4 is that, what is the minimum action that is required for them to get promoted and make money right away, and more importantly, make their initial money back that it cost them to start that business. Okay. And if they don't get that done, and I'm talking soon, right away, they will lose excitement. And here we are back at square one. They're not inviting anymore. And number 5 is training and support. How are we going to train them on how to do this business, how to launch their business, and how to build a successful organization? And if you can get these 5 things done right away, and I'm talking less than 7 days or so, number 6, you know, duplication happens and you're off to the races. If you can get these things done, well, guess what? You're not going to have a success. So I hope that this hits home. Let's apply it to GPS. You know, I'm excited about this company because in most network marketing companies, we're always trying to get them excited about what we do. And we might be excited about that product or that nutritional supplement or that new thing. But the reality is they don't care. I'm serious. They don't care. They're like, dude, sitting there listening to you, and they're like, bro, I'm all about fantasy football, man. I'm about yoga. I'm about dance. I'm about travel. I'm about food and everything else that you're not talking about. So when it comes to GPS, we're talking about what they're excited about. They have all these ideas, and I've been like on the phone nonstop, and it's almost like we can't hang up the phone because they're like, oh, what about this? And what about that? And what about their sport, their hobby, their passion, their career, or their church? We are what you call a force multiplier. And it doesn't matter what walk of life they're in or what they're into. There's probably a way where GPS can magnify it and grow it, or be a solution for it, or help them to, in the future, retail or push their idea. So when it comes to virtual and augmented reality, guys, we're talking about the Internet of Things. We're not talking about Southwest Airlines. We're not talking about airplanes. We're not talking about travel. It's bigger than the industry of travel. We're not talking about iPhones or Samsungs or Galaxy or Apple. We're talking about things that are bigger than just cell phones and laptops, guys. We're talking about all-encompassing industries and an entire universe created by GPS influencers and, of course, subscribers. Okay, so e-learning or online learning is also obviously a super big thing. You know, people are spending hundreds of millions of dollars a day learning online, and maybe somebody is attracted by being one of the potential content creators. You know, I've been talking to professional athletes, UFC fighters, hockey players, professional baseball players, and they're all super excited about this concept. In fact, I just got off the phone with a gentleman who played for the NFL just minutes ago, and he's like, oh my God, now you got my gears turning. And I tell you guys, it's endless, because it's not just even about them and making money. They can use their likeness and influence to help other families and other businesses around the world during these troubling times with coronavirus and the pandemic. And e-commerce, guys, I mean, that's just A to Z right there. A lot of people think it's about selling like a product, like a pen or a can of something. Guys, we could sell zipline tours. We could sell ATV tours. We could sell regular tours. We could sell real estate. We could sell a BMW if we wanted to. So in the future, as you guys see this universe growing, as we're creating this massive subscriber base, you know, we can start connecting businesses to the customers that they never ever would have had if it wasn't for us. So I love that concept. Okay, and we've got best of class. We're talking about, when you want to talk about the startup cost and presenting, because it's virtual reality. Can you guys imagine? Number one, everybody's excited. Number two, your presenter is the goggles. Your presenter is right here. You have us. So by the time we launch in the United States, we're going to have all of the teaser videos and think clickbait, the things to put on your social media. But we're also going to have virtual reality presentations. We're going to have presentations on Zoom that are recorded, and on Vimeo and YouTube, where you can just send somebody and they can watch it in the comfort of their own home and make money from home. So I'm super excited. No more presenting. You don't have to be the star. And three, it's a gadget. You, me, we've all bought gadgets like iPads before, and cell phones and technology, or flat screen TVs. And when you got home, you didn't leave that Xbox or PlayStation in the car. You ripped off the cellophane, you unboxed it, you threw the manual to the side. You didn't read the directions. You were too excited. You plugged that thing in and you start tweaking with that thing. And I'm telling you guys, virtual reality is the same way. It's a product that has to be like demoed, or your friend has to physically tell you about it. Okay, because a lot of people say, Tommy, I heard of VR before, I heard of AR before, there's nothing exciting about it. What's the big deal now? Number one is it has to be demoed. Number two, there is no content to watch. Up until now, only people that have it is like video gamers and tech junkies, right? So Auntie Maria Lani and Cousin Chemo and myself included, we don't have it because I don't play video games, right? So this is something where we actually have the value add. We have content that's life-changing, okay? And number three, the most important one that you're probably missing, is there is an opportunity tied to getting these goggles. It is your business. It is your presenter. It is your training office. It is your demo model, and it's entertaining and it's life-changing. So gadgets, people pay money for that because your life changes right away, like a cell phone. And number two, it's going to build your business. And number three, you can make money with it. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, they cracked the code. Mr. Danny Bay, our chairman, is literally a genius, literally. Okay, and when it comes to content, guys, we're going to have tons of content, online shopping, and we're going to have live events and concerts and things. We're not limited to one niche market or one type of product, guys. We can sell real estate, we can sell food, we can do beauty, we can do fashion, you know, we can sell cars if we really, really wanted to. And there's future technology, and we're not tied to any one industry or any one thing, guys. We can branch out to many other things from here, even other applications in VR, and start selling things like applications and games. It's going to be amazing. So the startup cost is not out of this world. It's absolutely justified. What I like about it is that the only difference between being a customer and being a influencer is $99. So if somebody already understands the concept and the life-changing VR experience, why not pay another $100 to make money off the goggles, make money off all the subscriptions, and make money off A to Z retailing as we build this thing on a massive global scale? I mean, it's literally a no-brainer, okay? So I'm not going to get into the compensation plan, but you guys understand that we can only have one person on the right, one person on the left, or two teams, if you will. And the third, the fourth, the fifth, everybody you find is going to go under it. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. But we are at the startup of a company. We're in pre-launch. You know, Korea just started on January 28th, and they're closing on, if not past 20,000 influencers. I mean, that's insane. The United States is in pre-launch right now. Our grand opening is targeted to be June 1st. And we've already got like 2,500 influencers, and we've only been talking about it for the last couple of weeks, and we haven't even scratched the surface. I'm telling you guys right now, you're at the right place at the right time. And to me, this is reminiscent of being a part of the start of Apple. This is like being at the very beginning of Amazon, when Jeff Bezos was in a tiny little couple 100 square foot office and an Amazon banner behind him. This is like being there at Microsoft in a garage, or with Wozniak and Steve Jobs at its infancy stage. And we're very blessed and honored to be a part of it when it's a nucleus, and be a part of the army that grows it brick by brick, one influencer at a time and one subscriber at a time. Okay, so know your timing and positioning in this company is second to none, guys. Okay, pre-launches happen only once in a lifetime. And look at the titles that this company has. We're all influencers, guys. That's cool. You know, I've seen companies out there where their title is like some kind of a independent business owner, or a distributor, or some kind of other title. I mean, like, that's kind of lame. I'm like, dude, I'm an influencer for a major global company platform called Global Platform Solutions, you know, and I'm one of the influencers, you know. It's a cool title. And there's no false edification, as you guys can tell. If you're an influencer 10,000, the whole company knows you made $10,000 that month, plus your cycle pay, plus your bonuses and residual, your personal percentages. So I'm telling you guys that, you know, there's no false edification here. I've been in companies where people came up to me, well, I'm a top producing, you know, triple, double, diamond, platinum, ruby, emerald, what have you. And that's great, but that means nothing to me. Okay. Money talks and everything else catches the bus if you're anything like me. Okay. So just know, guys, we're part of something so special. In review here, let's bring up that list again. Are people genuinely excited about virtual reality and their hobby, their sport, their passion? Check. Number two, you know what? If you're not good at speaking to people, well, you're going to be especially excited because you got guys like us and the chairman, Mr. Danny Bay, doing your presentations and training. You have Mr. Michael on, Mr. Mark Isaac, training your guys, the best of the best of the best industry leaders. And you got people out there who have been veterans and pioneers. Guys, I'm a part of the leadership core of this Global Platform Solutions. And just in the United States alone, our chat has 100 Tommy Lees and bigger, much bigger than me. So I'm like just excited, beyond excited, because I'm walking alongside of giants, people who have insane. I mean, I have 26 years of experience in the industry, but there's people a part of our leadership core that have over 50 years of experience. And we've got tons of people that are international, global icons in our industry. And that's why we're super, super excited. Number three, is the startup cost justified? I covered that, guys. It's a gadget. People's lives change. Once they put it on, they're just mesmerized by the technology. Number four, what is the minimum action required? Well, it's name, address, email, phone number, credit card. Sign up as an influencer. We're getting our subscription. If you are a subscriber, you just took care of requirement number one, which is your 100 points a month volume. And number two, we find somebody on the left, somebody on the right. We'll talk to them for you. We'll explain it to them for you. They're probably watching a video such as this. They're like, oh my God. And you're, boom, everything else is gravy on the loco moco, we say in Hawaii, or frosting on the cupcake. Number five, you got all the training and support at your fingertips from the comfort of your own home. And you can build this business without fear of coronavirus or you know, you're getting yourself into a precarious situation. And to be honest with you, so many businesses out there are suffering. They're not just motivated, they're in a desperate situation to find a way to create more customers or to make money on the side or make ends meet in families and households, guys. So we've got their solution. We've got the antidote. And number six, of course, duplication happens that fast. And I haven't got a single no yet. I mean, over 700 people with the help of my team have already got started in America in just the last, you know, couple weeks of time. But personally, I have not gotten a single no yet, not one, not a single one. So I'm telling you, and I'm sure I will, I'm just telling you guys, we're in a once in a lifetime situation, okay? So what I want to talk to you guys about is the reality. You know, we are part of a startup company. We're pioneers. We're early adapters. We're going to disrupt the entire industry. we're going to break every single record out there. But being a pioneer means we're going to have proper expectations, guys. We're going to have to overcome many obstacles in competition. We're going to have to be really strong in our vision of what we're trying to create here. Everything in the world has been created twice, right? Every airplane, every microchip, even the VR goggles that you're about to get. It was first an idea in somebody's mind, and then they went to work and did what's necessary and followed the system to bring it into fruition. Okay, so you've got to visualize how massive this is, and then you and I, we're going to go to work and grow it from a nucleus out. And to be honest with you, the odds are against us. 90% of all businesses fail in the first year. My mentors, my multi-millionaire mentors, teach me that the top 3 reasons why businesses fails: number 1, they're underfunded; number 2, they're undermanaged; and number 3, they're underexposed. So let's talk about that. Number 1, underfunded, guys. We've got our chairman, Mr. Danny Bay, partnered with the number 1 social commerce platform CEO, and they have billionaire backing, and they're launching this huge, massive universe, guys. We do not have a lacking of funding or managing. And to be add to that, like I said, in the United States alone, we've got like 100 plus leaders already that are, most of them are much bigger than me, to be honest with you. Gangsters in the industry. We are not undermanaged, and we're not underexposed, guys. Over 20,000 influencers amidst the coronavirus in Korea, and we're just getting rolling in the United States. Japan, guys, they're gonna tear it up in the next few days of time when they start pre-launching Japan. So like I said, we all might be new to GPS, but none of us are new to this industry, and none of us are new to the game. This ain't our first rodeo, and that's why I'm more excited than excited can be, guys. So I hope that you guys can identify with many of the things that I just covered. I hope that this video finds you in a situation in life where you're able to make a big decision, a life-changing decision, and become a part of this army and become a part of this family where we're going to change the world, guys. This is going to be so amazing. And all you've got to do is be excited and share with your friends and family this amazing concept and follow the system. Get back together with the person that shared this video with you, and just get started and lock your space in, because we're signing people up every half an hour, every hour on the hour, guys. We're signing them up like so fast that people are just jumping in. And if you hesitate, if you procrastinate for a day, well, that makes the difference of you going here and here, and you could have had all of those people above you in your team. And that's literally how fast we're building it. So I thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I hope that you share my opinion and my perspective with those that are kind of wondering, like, hey, you know what, I tried network marketing before, and you know what, oh my gosh, I had an auntie that sold Tupperware, Mary Kay Cosmetics, and she never got rich. Or I got burned so many times in this industry that, you know what, I don't think I have it in me to do it all over again. And I promise you guys right now, I'll make you a personal promise, and I'll speak on behalf of every single one of our core leaders, is that you are not business by yourself, guys. You're working with professionals. You're working with the guys that have broken all the records. And we were frustrated in other companies, just like you have. We've learned from other companies, and we can appreciate and we can recognize a good thing when we smell it and see it. And if it looks like a duck and it tastes like a duck and it smells like a duck, well, crap, it's not a donkey, guys. It is what it is. And that's why we're getting the kind of results that we're getting. So I want to welcome every single one of you guys to the team, and you're a pioneer with us, and we're going to go out there and change the planet. Thank you so much. Stay safe, everyone. Take care, and aloha.